As we headed from Texas to Louisiana, there were a few more rivers to cross, including this one, the Sabine River. But the Sabine River marks the boundary line between Texas and Louisiana, so we finally made it to Louisiana. As we did so, we reminisced about all the different places we'd seen in the last 10 days, from Wheeling in Northern California to entering the mountains of Nevada, the International Car Forest in Goldsville, Nevada, the lunch break we took on the slopes of Mount Charleston, another river to cross. This isn't the Mississippi yet, this is the Atchafalaya River. We passed through the Atchafalaya River basin and saw our first signs of swamp. We knew we were in Louisiana then. Riding the historic Route 66 Arizona Sidewinder. I think that was one of the most beautiful rides we had. The scenic view on the other side of the historic Sidewinder. And we can't forget about the donkeys and the saguaro cactus that we saw on the same day we drove through a snowstorm. Passing through the Atchafalaya River basin. Not that I condone throwing dead bodies off of a bridge, but if you had to, this would be a good bridge for it. And who could forget the gigantic copper mine we drove past? Seriously, this thing was the Grand Canyon of copper mines. People have been digging there a long time. Finally, on the 8th day of the entire trip, we got to camp for the first time, and it was so worth it. It was a wonderful night by ourselves. Well, us and some javelina pigs. I didn't show you this CCC observatory, but it was a pretty cool view too. Finally, we drive up the ramp of the Huey P. Long Bridge so that we can cross the Mississippi River. This goes on a long time because this is a really big bridge. Our second night of camping was in a dry lake bed that a fire had been through. Talk about a weird looking landscape. Burned trees on a lake bed. Our final night of camping, we were getting good at putting that tent together. Well, we thought we were getting good. We did put on the rain fly backwards for a second there. We got it under control though. And even though we managed to spill a lot of coffee and lose a lot of GoPro footage, we still had a great time. Here's the route we took, all across the country. Finally, we're on a Louisiana back road, which means we're almost there. When we started this trip, we asked the question, what does the beginning of an epic road trip look like? Well, it looks like the beginning of any other trip. You get in your car and you drive away from your house. We hope you enjoyed our road trip. We're going to kick it here in Louisiana for a little while. On the next leg of our trip, we're going to head back west, and we're probably going to spend quite a bit of time in Texas because there's so much to see and do there. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.